Yo, what's going on, boys? Want to talk a little bit about leadership here today, and what that looks like in your own life. So for me, when I was growing up, people always said, oh, he's the shy guy and the guy who doesn't want to be around people and all that kind of stuff. And I'll admit, I'm a little bit of an introvert, but I'm also an extrovert as well. And I think that's an important point because you need to have a little bit of both so you can relate to different people, so you can have that really good balance of life. And for me, I literally started like 10 years ago, started with the self-development journey, just randomly talking to girls and stuff. You know, you just start with like, hey, where's the nearest Starbucks, you know, and then it goes from there. But it helps face your fear in every situation. Everything is like, no, it's like, yes, I'm going. No, I don't feel like it. I'm going. Within like 2 seconds, you go. You know what I mean? And so I constantly trained my brain on that during college, and it really paid off. So I would be the first one in a classroom setting, like we're doing a presentation, to go ahead and plug my laptop in and to be ready to go before the professor even showed up. And so why was that? Well, I really didn't like being the last person. Okay, I wanted to lead from the front. I wanted to be the first person there, but also I wanted to just get it done and over with. You know what I mean? I don't like that suspense feeling. And maybe some of you guys can relate to that, but it's like frustrating that, you know, you're going in and now you got to wait an hour or 2 hours before it's your turn, and you may not even go that day, so you psyched yourself out for nothing. So you're mentally ready, and then now you got to be mentally ready again for the next day. So it's like, just go, get it done, get out of the way. And usually you get bonus points for going first. So that's kind of how I've done it. But you got to be a leader in all areas of your life. Okay, if you're let's say you're a father, right, of some kids and your wife or whatever, you have to lead the family. Okay, don't expect the girl to lead everything. Don't be like, let's say you're in a relationship, right? Where do you want to go, honey? I don't know. Where do you want to go? You pick and decide. She should come along with you. That's how I always did things. Hey, I want to go here. Okay, let's go. And so usually, if she respects you, she'll fall into that frame of, yeah, okay, let's just go. And so she just wants to be around you. It doesn't matter really where you go. It's just about that. And so, guys, I need you to start making more decisions. Okay, don't let these people, you know, jerk you around or whatever. And how are you making decisions at work? How are you being a leader at work? Okay, let me just tell you another example. Yeah, I did engineering for school, but that didn't mean that I was this holy saint engineer that just got to, you know, get the best life and all this. No, I worked jobs during those summers that it was like moving furniture, and I was in charge of basically leading a group of temps, okay, temporary people on assignment there that really just wanted to milk the clock. But it's like, how do you motivate a group of people like that to get the job done so you can get home? It's kind of tough, right? But one of the best ways I found was to relate and to be involved in what it is they're doing, not just order people around, but to actually help them out and to tell them how to do it, and really just to show that we're all on a team here. Okay, so how can you do that in your own job? Say you're working at a warehouse or something. Well, you can take charge. You can start thinking of different ideas. And I know that some of you guys are in jobs you don't like, but the thing is once you start to switch your brain a little bit and you start saying, okay, what can I do to make this better? You know, not just for myself, but for the whole company. Now you can start thinking bigger. Okay, maybe I can do this. And then that goes on your resume. And then so when you apply to the next job, you've got that leadership skill and you're ready to, you know, move forward. So when you talk about, you know, in the interview, oh, well, what have you done to, I don't know, maybe one of the STAR method questions, you can relate back to that and you can continue to improve your mindset and keep moving forward. You know what I mean? So that's how you can do it in the workplace. If you're in school, I recommend take charge of a project. All right? Great for not just the resume, but just in general. You know what I'm saying? Take charge and be the first one to present like I did. Okay? Yeah, it's kind of nerve-wracking, but you're going to have to go eventually. So why not just be first and get it over with? Right? Lead the example. And so I hope most of you guys are trying to do that, because there seems to be an epidemic of men in America now that don't want to like go after it. All right, so I need you to go after it. And if not, there's got to be a reason why you're not. You know what I mean? Maybe you're too comfortable. We can't be getting too comfortable, boys, because that's the problem. Complacency is not gonna make it, and I've been victim of that. Okay, I've become way too complacent. Like, oh, I finally made it to where I want to be. But the problem is you gotta really work as if like none of this even matters. Okay, like you could literally be dropped tomorrow. Like, what would you do then? What's your complacency? What's your backup plans? You know, and that's another thing about leadership is routines. And routines are great because you're able to, you know, stick to it. I mean, this is my first day of the actual gym plan that we implemented. Okay, so the first day was I'm just gonna wake up early and do my work, and then it was like a rest day. Second time we did this was I wasn't working, but I came to the gym at the same time, and now we put it all together. And so today was the first day of doing that. I'm a little tired, but it's been good. And I followed the plan. I did exactly what I said I was gonna do. And so having the routine, building the routine, and then following through with what it is you're gonna say is an example of leadership. Okay, so here we are. I think it's like 6:30. Sun's about to go down here pretty soon. And yeah, you know, so I don't know why it's hard for people sometimes. I think what it is you guys want to have somebody to push you. And I know somebody like that where sure, they could try to build their own workout schedule or whatever, but if they don't have somebody to do it for them or to push them, it's going to be a lot harder for them to stick with it. And so if you're one of those people, I mean, that's okay, but you're going to need a lot more motivation behind what it is you're doing. Otherwise, it's going to be pretty tough for you. So just know yourself and go from there. But yeah, man, that's what I want to talk about, was just a little bit of leadership today, and what you can do to be more of a leader, what you can do to keep maximizing your life. Because let me tell you, if you're not moving forward, you're moving backwards. And there's not enough leaders out here today. Too many people taking the back seat. So on this channel, we're not taking the back seat. We're taking the front seat. Okay, we're leading from the front. Okay, some of you guys know I'm trying to be an Air Force officer. If it happens, great. But I'm not trying to just be any Air Force officer. I want to do it here in this city, and I also want to do it on my terms. Okay, so I want to be a pilot, and that's it. If that doesn't happen, then I'm not taking the job. Okay, have some standards for yourself as well. Don't just be willing to take whatever it is. Okay, so that's another good part right there. But yeah, guys, I'll see you in the next video. In a world full of fakeness and deception, keep dominating your realities. Take care.